Last week's verse was Proverbs 17, verse 17. He who is a friend is always a friend, and a brother is born for a time of stress. Hi, happy Sunday. Welcome back. Hope you've had a good week. Today we are continuing in the Proverbs with chapters 22 to 26. Let's go ahead and get started. Chapter 22. A good name is more desirable than great riches, and high esteem than gold and silver. Rich and poor have a common bond. The Lord is the maker of them all. The shrewd man perceives evil and hides, while simpletons continue on and suffer the penalty. The reward of humility and fear of the Lord is riches, honor, and life. Thorns and snares are on the path of the crooked. He who would safeguard his life will shun them. Train a boy in the way he should go. Even when he is old, he will not swerve from it. The rich rule over the poor, and the borrower is the slave of the lender. He who sows iniquity reaps calamity, and the rod destroys his labors. The kindly man will be blessed, for he gives of his sustenance to the poor. Expel the arrogant man, and discord goes out. Strife and insult cease. The Lord loves the pure of heart. The man of winning speech has the king for his friend. The eyes of the Lord safeguard knowledge, but he defeats the projects of the faithless. The sluggard says, "A lion is outside in the streets, I might be slain." The mouth of the adulteress is a deep pit. He with whom the Lord is angry will fall into it. Folly is close to the heart of a child, but the rod of discipline will drive it far from him. He who oppresses the poor to enrich himself will yield up his gains to the rich as sheer loss. The sayings of the wise. Incline your ear and hear my words, and apply your heart to my doctrine. For it will be well if you keep them in your bosom, if they all are ready on your lips. That your trust may be in the Lord, I make known to you the words of Amenemop. Have I not written for you the 30 with counsels and knowledge, to teach you truly how to give you a dependable report to one who sends you? Injure not the poor because they are poor, nor crush the needy at the gate, for the Lord will defend their cause and will plunder the lives of those who plunder them. Be not friendly with a hot-headed man, nor the companion of a wrathful man, lest you learn his ways and get yourself into a snare. Be not one of those who give their hand in pledge, of those who become surety for debts, for if you have not the means to pay, your bed will be taken from under you. Remove not the ancient landmark which your fathers set up. You see a man skilled at his work, he will stand in the presence of kings. He will not stand in the presence of obscure men. Chapter 23. When you sit down to dine with a ruler, keep in mind who is before you, and put a knife to your throat if you have a ravenous appetite. Do not desire his delicacies, they are deceitful food. Toil not to gain wealth, cease to be concerned about it. While your glance flits to it, it is gone. For assuredly it grows wings like the eagle that flies towards heaven. Do not take food with a grudging man, and do not desire his dainties. For in his greed he is like a storm. Eat and drink, he says to you, though his heart is not with you. The little you have eaten you will vomit up, and you will have wasted your agreeable words. Speak not for the fool's hearing. He will despise the wisdom of your words. Remove not the ancient landmark, nor invade the fields of orphans, for their Redeemer is strong. He will defend their cause against you. Apply your heart to instruction, and your ears to words of knowledge. Withhold not chastisement from a boy. If you beat him with the rod, he will not die. Beat him with the rod, and you will save him from the netherworld. My son, if your heart be wise, my own heart will rejoice, and my inmost being will exult when your lips speak what is right. Let not your heart emulate sinners, but be zealous for the fear of the Lord always, for you will surely have a future, and your hope will not be cut off. Hear, my son, and be wise, and guide your heart in the right way. Consort not with wine-bibbers, nor with those who eat meat to excess, for the drunkard and the glutton come to poverty, and the torpor clothes a man in rags. Listen to your father who begot you, and despise not your mother when she is old. Get the truth and sell it not, wisdom, instruction, and understanding. The father of a just man will exult with glee. He who begets a wise son will have joy in him. Let your father and mother have joy. Let her who bore you exult. My son, give me your heart, and let your eyes keep to my ways. For the harlot is a deep ditch, and the adulteress a narrow pit. Yes, she lies in wait like a robber, and increases the faithless among men. Who scream, who shriek, who have strife, who have anxiety, who have wounds for nothing, who have black eyes, those who linger long over wine, those who engage in trials of blended wine. Look not on the wine when it is red, when it sparkles in the glass, it goes down smoothly, but in the end it bites like a serpent, or like a poisonous adder. Your eyes behold strange sights, and your heart utters disordered thoughts. You are like one now lying in the depths of the sea, now sprawled at the top of the mast. They struck me, but it pained me not. They beat me, but I felt it not. When shall I awake to seek wine once again? Chapter 24. Be not emulous of evil men, and desire not to be with them. For their hearts plot violence, and their lips speak of foul play. By wisdom is a house built, by understanding is it made firm, and by knowledge are its rooms filled with every precious and pleasing possession. A wise man is more powerful than a strong man, and a man of knowledge than a man of might. For it is by wise guidance that you wage your war, and the victory is due to a wealth of counselors. For a fool to be silent is wisdom, not to open his mouth at the gate. He who plots evil doing, men call him an intriguer. Beyond intrigue and folly is sin. It is arrogance that men find abominable. If you remain indifferent in time of adversity, your strength will depart from you. Rescue those who are being dragged to death, and from those tottering to execution withdraw not. If you say, I know not this man, does not he who tests hearts perceive it? He who guards your life knows it, and he will repay each one according to his deeds. If you eat honey, my son, because it is good, if virgin honey is sweet to your taste, such you must know is wisdom to your soul. If you find it, you will have a future, and your hope will not be cut off. Lie not in wait against the hope of the just man, ravage not his dwelling place. For the just man falls 7 times and rises again, but the wicked man stumbles to ruin. Rejoice not when your enemy falls, and when he stumbles, let not your heart exult. Lest the Lord see it, be displeased with you, and withdraw his wrath from your enemy. Be not provoked with evildoers, nor envious of the wicked. For the evil man has no future, the lamp of the wicked will be put out. My son, fear the Lord and the king. Have nothing to do with those who rebel against them. For suddenly arises the destruction they send, and the ruin from either one. Who can measure? These are also sayings of the wise. To show partiality in judgment is not good. He who says to the wicked man, you are just, men will curse him, people will denounce him. But those who convict the evildoer will fare well, and on them will come the blessing of prosperity. He gives a kiss on the lips who makes an honest reply. Complete your outdoor tasks and arrange your work in the field. Afterward, you can establish your house. Be not a witness against your neighbor without just cause, thus committing folly with your lips. Say not, as he did to me, so I will do to him. I will repay the man according to his deeds. I passed by the field of the sluggard, by the vineyard of the man without sense. And behold, it was all overgrown with thistles. Its surface was covered with nettles, and its stone wall broken down. As I gazed at it, I reflected, I saw, and I learned the lesson. A little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the arms to rest. Then will poverty come upon you like a highwayman, and want like an armed man. Chapter 25. These also are Proverbs of Solomon. The men of Hezekiah, king of Judah, transmitted them. God has glory in what he conceals. Kings have glory in what they fathom. As the heavens in height and the earth in depth, the heart of kings is unfathomable. Remove the dross from silver, and it comes forth perfectly purified. Remove the wicked from the presence of the king, and his throne is made firm through righteousness. Claim no honor in the king's presence, nor occupy the place of great men, for it is better that you be told, come up closer, than that you be humbled before the prince. What your eyes have seen, bring not forth hastily against an opponent, for what will you do later on when your neighbor puts you to shame? Discuss your case with your neighbor, but another man's secret do not disclose, lest hearing it he reproach you, and your ill repute cease not. Like golden apples in silver settings are words spoken at the proper time. Like a golden earring or a necklace of fine gold is a wise reprover to an obedient ear. Like the coolness of snow in the heat of the harvest is a faithful messenger for the one who sends him. He refreshes the soul of his master. Like clouds and wind when no rain follows is the man who boastfully promises what he never gives. By patience is a ruler persuaded, and a soft tongue will break a bone. If you find honey, eat only what you need, lest you become glutted with it and vomit it up. Let your foot be seldom in your neighbor's house, lest he have more than enough of you and hate you. Like a club or a sword or a sharp arrow is the man who bears false witness against his neighbor. Like an infected tooth or an unsteady foot is dependence on a faithless man in time of trouble. Like a moth in clothing or a maggot in wood, sorrow gnaws at the human heart. If your enemy be hungry, give him food to eat. If he be thirsty, give him to drink. For live coals you will heap on his head, and the Lord will vindicate you. The north wind brings rain, and a backbiting tongue, and angry countenance. It is better to dwell in a corner of the housetop than in a roomy house with a quarrelsome woman. Like cool water to one faint from thirst is good news from a far country. Like a troubled fountain or a polluted spring is a just man who gives way before the wicked. To eat too much honey is not good, nor to seek honor after honor. Like an open city with no defenses is the man with no check on his feelings. Chapter 26. Like snow in summer or rain in harvest, honor for a fool is out of place. Like the sparrow in its flitting, like the swallow in its flight, a curse uncalled for arrives nowhere. The whip for the horse, the bridle for the donkey, and the rod for the back of fools. Answer not the fool according to his folly, lest you too become like him. Answer the fool according to his folly, lest he become wise in his own eyes. He cuts off his feet, he drinks down violence, who sends messages by a fool. A proverb in the mouth of a fool hangs limp like crippled legs. Like one who entangles the stone in the sling is he who gives honor to a fool. Like a thorn stick brandished by the hand of a drunkard is a proverb in the mouth of fools. Like an archer wounding all who pass by is he who hires a drunken fool. As the dog returns to his vomit, so the fool repeats his folly. You see a man wise in his own eyes? There is more hope for a fool than for him. The sluggard says, there is a lion in the street, a lion in the middle of the square. The door turned on its hinges, the sluggard on his bed. The sluggard loses his hand in the dish. He is too weary to lift it to his mouth. The sluggard imagines himself wiser than 7 men who answer with good sense. Like the man who seizes a passing dog by the ears is he who meddles in a quarrel not his own. Like a crazed archer scattering firebrands and deadly arrows is the man who deceives his neighbor and then says, I was only joking. For lack of wood, the fire dies out, and when there is no talebearer, strife subsides. What a bellow is to live coals, what wood is to fire. What a bellows is to live coals, what wood is to fire, such is a contentious man in enkindling strife. The words of a talebearer are like dainty morsels that sink into one's inmost being. Like a glazed finish on earthenware are smooth lips with a wicked heart. With his lips an enemy pretends, but in his inmost being he maintains deceit. When he speaks graciously, trust him not, for 7 abominations are in his heart. A man may conceal hatred under dissimulation, but his malice will be revealed in the assembly. He who digs a pit falls into it, and a stone comes back upon him who rolls it. The lying tongue is its owner's enemy, and the flattering mouth works ruin. And that's where we're going to stop for today, but here's a few that I would like to highlight. Again, there's so much in here, and every time you read through, a different proverb will jump out, but these are the ones that were jumping out to me today. Proverbs 22, verse 6. Train a boy in the way he should go. Even when he is old, he will not swerve from it. That's the translation that we read. This one might be familiar. You hear this one a lot. The ESV is train up a child in the way he should go. Even when he is old, he will not depart from it. There's a song, a Steve Green song to that verse. I will link it in the box below. Proverbs chapter 25, verse 28. Like an open city with no defenses is the man with no check on his feelings. Emotions are real and they're important to work through, but if you don't have them under control, if you can't like feel that gut reaction and then say, hold on, let me think and respond rationally, or and respond as an adult who has control over themselves would it's like an open city with no defenses. It can happen with a kid at school or a coworker or a family member. Adults can say really hurtful things too. It's more intentional when an adult does it. So we feel that urge to say something. You've probably heard the expression, bite your tongue. There's a time and a place for that, but more often than not, that just saying that thing that you know is going to hurt somebody is often a bad idea. So I'm going on a tangent here. Like an open city with no defenses is the man with no check on his feelings. It's important to start practicing how to feel that feeling and say, hold on, how can I respond to this in a Christ-like way or in a godly way? It doesn't mean you let yourself get walked over, but just keep things under control. Okay. Proverbs 26:17. Like the man who seizes a passing dog by the ears is he who meddles in a quarrel not his own. Mind your own business. And finally, Proverbs 26:18-19. Like a crazed archer scattering firebrands and deadly arrows is the man who deceives his neighbor and then says, I was only joking. Has that ever happened? Like a friend does something and then says, I was just kidding. They say something mean, or they do something, not kind. I was just kidding. But it still hurts. And it's still not a good way. Or have you done this? I mean, it was very popular in the 90s. I don't know if kids are still doing this. They would do something awful and they'd say, I'm just joking. It's not okay. It's not okay to behave that way. So I remember when I was first reading this, it really shocked me that something that I experienced in grade school in the 90s, on both sides of it, was an actual proverb in the Bible. Anyone who says the Old Testament has nothing to say to us has never read it. So be careful about that. If friends do that to you, I'm sorry. It's not okay. Like a crazed archer scattering firebrands and deadly arrows. So they're saying that someone who deceives his neighbor, lies to a neighbor, or speaks poorly out of turn, and says they're joking. It's like a crazed archer scattering firebrands and deadly arrows. Thought that was a powerful way to end. Anyway, so I will put our memorization verse here at the end. Raise up a child in the way he should go. She. Even when he is old, he will not depart from it. All right. On that note, let us go ahead and close with the Lord's Prayer. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. Amen. All right. Hope you have a great week, and I will see you next Sunday. Bye-bye.